So, of course, you all have heard the news, and it is extremely disappointing. The City of Oakland has, for years, worked to come to an agreement to keep the A's rooted here in the City of Oakland. And on many occasions, we were able to overcome seemingly insurmountable barriers, and we showed our commitment to the team and its fans over and over again. In 2021, the A's asked the city to form an infrastructure financing district for the project. And we did that. We not only did that, we got Alameda County to participate as well, nearly doubling the funding availability for public infrastructure, parks, and affordable housing. And in 2021, the A's asked the city to raise nearly $360 million to fund off-site infrastructure. Well, the city rose to that challenge and raised more than $375 million, with another estimated $100 million in the works. In 2021, the A's asked us to certify an EIR for the project. We not only did that, but we were able to successfully defend it in court. In 2022, the A's asked us to engage with BCDC after an initial failed vote on this project. We once again successfully intervened and helped achieve a final 23-2 vote in favor of the project. Time and again, the city stepped up to the challenge and succeeded. I took office in January and immediately sought to jumpstart the process, building on the groundwork that was already set by Oakland's many successes. I met with the A's ownership soon after taking office, and with the A's agreement, we engaged a neutral mediator to help the parties come together. I made clear that the city wanted to work with the A's, me being very mindful of our more than $300+ million budget deficit and the need to protect taxpayer dollars. Based on the A's desire to achieve certainty in 2023, we laid out a detailed and specific plan to bring the project forward to a city council vote by this summer. But unfortunately, it has become clear that we are not able to reach an acceptable terms, and that the A's have not been engaged as good partners in these efforts. At every opportunity, the A's have made increasing demands on Oakland. And at every opportunity, we have risen to the challenge and overcome the hurdles placed before us. Instead of working with us, they have announced a land deal in another city. And I want to be very clear. This announcement happened mid-negotiations, and it shows that they had no interest in reaching a deal with Oakland at all. Oakland is not interested in being used as leverage in the A's negotiations with Las Vegas. And it is disrespectful to our residents and our fans to string the city along this way. We will not continue discussions under these circumstances and will instead work for a development deal that actually creates opportunities for Oaklanders and includes partners that are committed to the success of our city, our communities, our residents, and our businesses. Thank you all. And if you will raise your hand, I will call upon you for questions or legal.
Can I just say that Councilmember Dan Call, I have to go to Rules Committee.
Come here.
I have to, the things I want to say you can't print and you can't put on the air, so I just want to support what the very diplomatic words that the mayor said, and just I'll leave it at that. Councilmember Fife of the district is here. I'm going to go to Rules Committee. Sorry. Thank you for all being here.
I just also want to say that I fully concur with the mayor, and I'm so happy for your leadership and putting Oakland first in terms of our residents. And I also have to attend the Rules Committee meeting, so I will be leaving. But your statement was exactly what our residents needed to hear, and that my constituents in the district where this project was happening needed to hear. And I thank you for your leadership.
Thank you.
All right, go ahead.
Mayor, we were all here a few months ago where the predecessor said in her last press conference that she felt she was leaving you with the days that voted to complete a deal. Could you just describe the handoff between her administration and yours and clarify exactly when you realized that Kathy and his team were sort of using Oakland as leverage?
Absolutely. There were many successes, as I've already stated in my statement. And so coming in, we have an amazing team. Betsy Lake and Molly, amazing team. And to your question around when was the moment that I noticed that the A's were just using the city of Oakland to leverage? 6 p.m. last night when I received a phone call from Dave Cavell. That is when the moment happened.
Could you tell us about what that phone call was like? What did you go talk about?
Heads up, we have a land deal in Las Vegas in mid-negotiations. The closest we've ever been to landing a deal.
Go ahead.
The Warriors are gone, the Raiders are gone, and with the A's gone, you are now on your watch going to be the mayor of a minor league city. Your reaction?
I'm excited. I'm excited for the possibility of Howard Terminal, and again, working in partnership to bring something that's going to be focused and invested in Oaklanders. People can say, on my watch, XYZ. However, I'm not selling out the city of Oakland. Like I stated, we have a $300+ million deficit. We were the closest we have ever been to sealing the deal, and I get a very disappointing phone call that while we were in negotiations, we did not have fair partnership in those negotiations, essentially.
Mayor,
Back here, sorry, back here, and then
So,
here.
Mayor, what's the future of the Coliseum side? We're hearing that obviously the A's may have a stake in that land, even if they do go to Vegas. So, what's the future going forward with that side?
So that's a partnership with the county as well, too, with the city. And so, we're leaving all of our options open. And, we're going to have many discussions around that.
That's great, right here. And then we'll come over here.
Mayor, is there anything that you think that the city could have done differently to make sure that the A's stay here in Oakland?
Well, there's many things that I feel could have done differently, including bargaining in good faith from the A side. We came to the table and we said we were not going to negotiate through the media. We agreed on that, and this is why you saw we were very quiet. However, working on negotiations in one city where you're home base, and then doing what you're doing in Las Vegas, and then calling me at 6 p.m. saying that we have a land deal without letting me know that there was a parallel track, that's a bit disingenuous.
Go ahead.
I have a question. This will mean, especially how expensive it is to live in Oakland, this will mean like a lot of people without a job, the vendors, people that, move the food to the stadium, clean the stadium, and even tourists will be here. How are you going to do to help those folks that, will struggle now?
Well, let's be clear. This is seasonal, right? The jobs that you're speaking of with the Oakland A's are seasonal, and we are excited for future development at Howard Terminal. Just because, the deal with the Oakland A's may not be moving forward, that doesn't mean we leave the land empty. This is an opportunity for the city of Oakland, and all of our options are open.
Right here, and then, go ahead.
Mayor, are you worried this will signal that Oakland is not able to make big deals happen, especially given that the city is now trying to find someone to build Howard Terminal?
That's not what exemplifies at all. What exemplifies is that Oakland will not be bullied. That's what exemplifies.
Right here, and then back here. Sorry, go ahead.
The negotiations between the city of Oakland and the A's have been going on a long time.
Mm-hmm.
There's been a lot of brinkmanship. At one point, we thought they were going to move to Fremont. There's been a lot of this for a long time. Do you believe the deal is definitively done, or is the door still open a little bit?
That is a terrific question, and to your point, it's been what it looks like from the outside that they've always wanted to leave the city of Oakland. Again, the ball is in their court. They're the ones who called me and said they had a land deal in Las Vegas. So if they would like to call me back to say that we can negotiate, I'm more than happy to take that phone call.
Right here,